AkronHipHop.com, the ReporterNewspaperOnline.com. Look at here, all the way from Atlanta, GA. We got my man. Tell everybody your name, man.
Wayne Pounds.
Hey, well, now hold on. Did you say Pounds?
Yes, sir.
Hey, man, wait a minute. We have some Pounds here in Akron, Ohio. We got Pastor Pounds down there at, off of Main Street.
Yes.
What was that, Second Baptist?
Second Baptist, yes.
Is that your people?
Yes, that's my first cousin, Pastor Roderick Pounds.
Hey, man, so there's a spiritual connection we got, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Well, listen, man, tell everybody what you hear in Blackwood, Ohio, because we call it Blackwood, Ohio. Tell everybody why you're here without my damn Golden Flake hot chips since you're from Atlanta, GA.
I heard a lot about them chips. Hey, I am here talking to people about my new book, number 23 and Me, the LeBron James Prophecy.
Listen, man, when you say prophecy, that means, are you foretelling something in that book? Tell somebody about it.
It's not real. Well, I kind of am, but really it's based off of what was already told.
Mm-hmm. What you mean, like what was already told? Yeah, help me. What inspired the book? Let's talk about it, brother.
Well, basically what happened about, hand me that script right over there for you, Sammy. Yeah, right there. Right, no, the other one. Yeah, right there. Basically what happened, back in 1984, I loved Michael Jordan. I loved to watch him play. I even wore number 23 when we played. But in this screenplay, I basically looked at Michael Jordan play and I wrote about LeBron James in 1984.
Wow, so that's why we call it the prophecy.
Yes, yes.
So listen, man, so you saw Michael Jordan, you was like, I'm inspired enough to write a book. And
Right.
it foretold LeBron James pretty much what happened with LeBron.
Correct. What I did is I wrote a futuristic sports story. And in my futuristic sports story, the main character was a star baller. He was from the streets. He had no father in the home. He was an all-around nice guy that cared deeply about his community. His last name was James, and he skipped college and went directly to the pros. Now listen to this, Brother Hiram. Not only that, he even had a older blind man in his life, the character did. And a lot of people don't know that when LeBron James was drafted, the owner of the Cleveland Cavaliers was Mr. Gunn, who was also an older blind man.
Get out of here. So you was prophesying for real, didn't even know it.
Yes,
you
sir.
You just wrote it into reality pretty much.
I wrote what God gave me.
Get out of here. And you know what? Some people might think, no, that's BS. There's no way you could have possibly did that. But you got proof. One of your homeboys brought something back from the past for you, right?
Yes, yeah. But not only that, though, not only that, I have that too, but I have this also.
What is that for those that don't know?
This is a copyright, right? This is a copyright from the United States of America, from the Copyright Office. And that copyright is from 1987, when I copyrighted a story when I was 23 years old.
Wow. And you also got something else that tell about your good friend on Father's Day, how he hooked you up.
Yeah, my good buddy David Ramos back from New York. He's also a uniball player. And
what's a uniball player? What's that?
Oh, uniball is basketball. Basketball played on unicycles. We been playing that sport for a long time. I had great friends. It was with the legendary team King Charles, who performed with the Barnum and Bailey Circus for over 40 years. And in the streets of New York back in the day, it used to be on.
And you played on that. That's why you were at 23.
I was 23 then.
Before LeBron James.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. You don't look old enough to be like that.
I know, man. God is good.
Hey, man, so you got some physical proof that somebody mailed that. What is it?
Yeah, on Father's Day, I received one of the best Father's Day presents I ever received in my life. My good friend, who used to live in New York and now lives in Pennsylvania, he sent me a copy of the original script from 30 years ago. I gave my friend my screenplay, I shared it with him, a copy, 30 years, and he kept it. Now, is that a friend? And his name is David, and David is symbolic of friendship.
Come on now. You know, and not to be confused with King David, you know what I mean? Hey, man.
Yeah.
So real quick, so with the movement, the book, we know the book is for sale and stuff like that. and everything. And it's not a leaflet. It's a real book. It's like, how many pages?
It's 350 pages.
And that's ridiculous, man. And
Yeah.
I want to tell you, I appreciate that you made a real book.
Yes,
you
sir.
know how many people say, I got a book coming out and it's a leaflet? And you don't want to call it a leaflet, but that's
Right.
what it is, though, right?
Right. Well, with this book here, we take you on a voyage. We started in 1984, and like most books go by chapters, but this book goes by years. So we start out in 1984. That is the year that LeBron James was born. Michael Jordan was drafted into the NBA, and that's the year that I started writing the futuristic sports story about LeBron James.
Hey, man, so listen, man, check this out. So right now in Akron, Ohio, what made you decide to take everything from Atlanta and say, hey, I'm going to go to Akron, Blackron, really, and educate us about what was going on?
Well, I knew I had to come to Akron because LeBron James is from Akron. So I said, look, my name of my book is 23andMe, the LeBron James Prophecy. And if I'm going to write something about somebody, at least I need to do due diligence and need to go to the hometown there where he grew up and talk to the people, and you know what I'm saying?
Well, you sure as hell talking to the people.
Yes, sir.
You darn cute, man. Really recruiting. You understand what I'm saying? Hey, man, so look, man, first off, we appreciate your professionalism and everything. And this is completely off the top. Why are you walking around with the handcuff on the book?
Well, those handcuffs, the handcuffs with the briefcase, it's back from the James Bond days, really. You know, growing up, you know, when they had something important in the case, they handcuffed the case to their arm, and that's basically what I did. The original script that I showed you, that was written over 35 years ago, the prophetic futuristic sports story, on July the 23rd, 2020, this original copy of the script is going on sale for $23 million.
About your business. Wait a minute. You asked for $23 million and couldn't bring me up no $2 potato chips? Hey, man, listen, that's a serious thing. Tell somebody why the price is that way.
Well, it's a prophetic story. It's a story not only that is about LeBron James, but the storyline was police murder, wrongful conviction, protests, and riots.
Come on now. It's still, your book and storyline is still manifesting and acting out today.
Today. It's a prophetic story all the way around. Not just that it's about the athlete, the one that they called the chosen one. Not just that. Not just the one who Nike chimed in and said, we're all witnesses. Not just that, but the fact that this story was written about LeBron James 35 years ago, and the storyline was our storyline today.
Come on, man. So real quick, man, before we get out of here, tell somebody why it's important that they get online and get that copy of that book.
Well, it's very important that we support the cause. We can get the book, you know, that would be great, and I would applaud that. But the real reason that I'm here today is because I think this book is directly related to the cause, to the movement today, to the Black Lives Matter movement.
And listen, man, if somebody wants the book and get in touch with you, how can they do so?
Just at www.number23andme.com. Everything is right there. And one more thing I want to say about the script being sold. 23% of the proceeds are going to fight social injustice. It'll be donated to organizations like what Jay-Z and them are running, and also with like Colin Kaepernick, his Know Your Rights campaign, those type of organizations. 23% of this, and hopefully whoever buys this script, we can have them to have it someplace where the public can view it.
Hey, man, and that's dope, man. First off, I am happy and proud that I know somebody that did that and is doing that because it's happening right now as we speak. And more importantly, I'm happy that you came to Blackburn, Ohio to let us know that you're doing work out here on the behalf of the movement. That's what it's about. We got somebody that's actually doing work in the writing genre, trying to fight right for us. So I got one question to ask you before we get out of here, man.
Yes.
When it comes to this injustice according to our people, injustices, I'm going to make it plural, that's happening to our people, how does that personally make you feel when you saw the untimely death of Brother George?
Well, it took me back 35 years ago because when I left my parents' house, I went to Miami, Georgia. 35 years ago, as a 20-year-old young man, I saw this same type of thing. And that's what prompted me to write this story 35 years ago. I studied the articles of the great Dr. Harry Edwards from Berkeley out in California, how he wrote about social injustice and nonviolent resistance. I studied these gentlemen who studied, Martin Luther King and how Martin Luther King studied Gandhi. I studied Dr. Harry Edwards, and I studied Spike Lee's movies. Spike Lee, many people don't know how great of an artist he really is. I studied his scripts, and all of that went into this. All of that went into this today.
So social media, give us your social media, how to get in contact with you, brother.
You can find me, Wayne Pounds. You can find me as a writer. I also do music. You can find me as The Scribe 212 on Instagram. And you can also find me on Twitter under Wayne Pounds 1. And you can find the book, number 23 and Me. It's in all the bookstores. Go out and get a copy today. And if you have a friend with $23 million, let them know about it too.
You better say it, Brother Pounds. Have some fun and get something done, my man.
Thank you.
Hiphop.com, the reporter newspaper online.com. Hey, man, we just had the great interview with Brother Pounds, man. Tell everybody, man, how you know that brother?
Actually, he's he's one of my cousins, actually.
So it's all family love.
It's all family. We're a family. Started a family reunion about 1980 and been rolling ever since. This year it'll been our 40th year reunion, and he's always there, and I've always admired and respected his assertiveness in terms of him actually going all out of his way to make sure things happen.
Hey, man, well, check this out, the book, man. The tripped out thing that blew me away is the actual tangible proof of the old script, man. How did that make you feel when you saw that thing?
Man, it's just amazing because I'm one of those guys that I don't throw away nothing, and anytime I see something that's been around for a long time, and you can even smell it and tell you that it's been around a long time, and I'm just really impressed as the way that all came about.
Hey, man, listen, man, your family here in Akron, is your last name Pounds too?
That's my last name is Rashida.
Well, okay. What kind of last name is that?
Actually, it's an Islamic name that follows with right guidance.
You better say it, all praises due. Assalamu alaikum, brother.
Wa alaikum salam.
All right. Well, you in Mecca right now, baby.
That's why I zoned right in on Mecca, so I'm in the right place.
That's right place in the right time, man.
Yeah.
So listen, in closing, man, brothers like your cousin should be looked up as somebody that the youth should look at. Tell somebody why it's important that kids should hold people like him in high regards rather than just the average fool.
Well, my philosophy has always been each one teach one, and it always starts with the kids. Teach the kids and let them lead the way. Our old heads, young man for war, old man for counsel.
Man, you better say, that's on the t-shirt. You better say it and don't delay it. Have some fun, brother.
All right.
Assalamu alaikum, brother.
Wa alaikum salam.